4 years down the track, Ken Sheldon is exactly where he was in the first place, not coaching AFL. What did you learn at St Kilda, Ken?
Well, I learned, Sam, that the coaching caper, in it there is nothing as certain as the uncertainty of it.
So why do you think they dumped you?
Well, simply the club, it's a club decision.
Yes, we know it was their decision, be hardly anyone else's, but why?
Well, that's between me and the club.
Any support on the committee level do you think you had?
Oh, I'm sure there was, Sam.
Yes, but not enough, obviously.
Obviously.
Do you think Mickey Winmar is good for the club?
He's quick.
And quick to cover contractual matters too, Ken?
He's quick, Sam.
What was your most memorable win down there?
Collingwood in the final without any question.
And the most memorable loss?
Ooh. Collingwood, our last one.
And what do you think was your greatest failing as a coach?
I'll have to have a good month or two to really analyse that.
Would you feel comfortable going back down to St Kilda?
I've made a lot of good friends there, Sam, and I feel very proud of what's been able to be achieved, and I would feel comfortable going back there.
Now, do you think the new board member, Simon O'Donnell, railroaded you?
Well, he did ring me the other day. That's not quite true. I think he addressed me as Bill, but I'm not sure. I think he corrected himself and said Ken.
And Ron Barassi, I see, has made overtures to you in Sydney.
Has he?
You mean you don't know about it?
No.
But you're available?
Certainly am. Over the next month or two, I will certainly sit back and I am available.
What final salvo or word would you like to give in advice terms to St Kilda?
Just to keep persevering, because it really has a good future.
Well, Ken, thank you very much for the last 4 years and these 60 seconds.
Cheers.
Very quick, Ken Sheldon, and a long 60 seconds there, and I think very much a victim of club politics. Gentlemen.
He didn't have much to say, did he?
Dermot, may I ask you a question? Who controls the destiny of a coach at Hawthorn?
No.
Is it his performances? Or is it because the players don't like him? That's the case out there, or is it the committee?
I wouldn't say the players don't like him. He's a
Well,
very
that's the
good
reason why
coach.
he was
He's a
tipped
very...
out.
They told him
Alan
not to
Joyce
front
was
up
a
the
very good
practice team.
coach. The only thing was that the way he conducted his coaching methods was very intense. And I believe that although you can be a brilliant coach and be intense, on certain players you have about a 3-year reign before it wears thin on them. And I don't believe any coach who is super intense can stay at any club at league level for longer than 3 years without losing the desire of the
I'll tell you
players.
what, Dermy, any coach like Alan Joyce have won 2-day premierships
Oh, fantastic
and
record.
3-night
not debating that.
premierships in 4 years. The club have got something really to answer for. And I reckon the football-loving public of Australia would like to know a little bit more about the reason why he was stumped, because any other club in the competition where you had a coach win 2-day flags in 4 years and 3-night flags, you'd put him on a 10-year contract, wouldn't you?
Don't you agree with
Well, I
great
reckon there's
effort.
something more to it than we've been
Ted,
told. What?
It's a great effort, but you have a look at the 88 side. They were in autopilot, and he really earned his salt in 91, his bread or whatever you want to term it. But in 88, that team was in autopilot, and Louis could have coached it.
Oh,
No, I wouldn't say that.
Hey, just a minute.
No, Louis couldn't have.
Carl,
I was too little.
Dermot, you haven't been able to run out a game of football this year. Have you thought about putting your hand up, seeing those injuries, those hamstrings have given way?
No, there's not too many coaches with a full head of hair or without
Dermot,
grey hair.
So, Dermot,
Yes, Samuel.
should Alan Joyce have been sacked or not? Hello?
Yes.
Come in, spinner.
I think he should have reviewed his situation there himself, because of the way he would have learnt the way the boys were reacting
And
to him.
Step down.
He should have just summed it up. He's probably decided with them and gone in there and talked to them. I can't talk. I'm still under
Hawthorn are
contract.
going, but Hawthorn
Get
are
him
going
into trouble
through-
again.
But Hawthorn do have a problem. They are having to start to rebuild, and maybe a different type of person was needed for the rebuilding of the playing strength and getting out to win them over and recruit them, because Alan Joyce is a terrific coach. But the times I've met him, he's got no personality whatsoever. He's very, very
But who
inward.
says you've got to have any
Well,
personality?
because you've got to have
Nothing
good
to do with
people
coaching.
around you as well, and maybe it's a new era. I mean, it's very unfair to be critical. Joyce's record's outstanding, but
Dermot,
Hawthorn haven't made many mistakes, have they?
Give you
over
one
their
little
career?
brief
But the
insight
players
to
got
it, just
rid of him.
finally. The thing is, with Hawthorn, they've always loved, the players have always loved coming to training, and a little bit of joviality about it, and they go through it hard. Match day, they turn up great. It turned into a very, very arduous task.
So you're saying it was boring?
No, it was such a hard task, mate. It turned into an arduous task, and it wasn't
won
that
premierships.
enjoyable. He was a great
There's nothing
coach.
wrong with being hard.
There's no worries about that, but there wasn't the same-
You're admitting that the players got rid of him.
No, they didn't at all.
Yes, you
No,
are.
they didn't at all. He had a lot of support from the players, Luke.
Why did it become so arduous to train in a good
It's
side
just the
like
way.
that?
Unless
It
you're
is just.
injured.
Let's talk Ken
The fun
Sheldon.
had
is
gone
just
out.
the
The
way-
fun had gone out of it, Ted. You'd understand
The
that.
fun went out of football 20 years
No,
ago.
you
That
can always
is
get rid of it. You
rubbish.
can
That
always
is
have
rubbish.
to have fun, Ted.
That
I mean, look
is
at us. We
rubbish.
laugh at you every week.
Ken
What?
Sheldon, the other one. Ken Sheldon, the other head on the lot this week. Clunk, should he not have been sacked?
No.
They should have got rid of Simon O'Donnell. I think he's the man who did it.
I
No,
reckon.
no.
Ken-
I
Once
think-
again,
um,
3 years. He's at a club for 3 years or so. How long was he there? 4 years? That's long enough in league circumstances because the good players who are going to win you the premiership, they've heard that voice. They've heard.
Where's that leave
way.
Kevin Sheedy?
They've
Where does
heard-
that leave
He's got a
Malcolm Blight?
whole new.
What about Malcolm
He
Blight?
has a
What-
whole new echelon, Sheedy, of players who will win him games.
Malcolm Blight,
He's
tell us
working
about
on
him.
it now.
What about Malcolm
Before you
Blight?
talk about Malcolm Blight, quickly, would you like to coach?
No.
No. Our handballers are warming up. That is next on the
Why'd
Footy
you
Show.
apply for the North Melbourne job?
I didn't apply.